What's up, you guys? My name is Cody. I am the YouTube Realtor. In this video, we're talking about how you can make real estate videos without being on camera. Now, I know some of you agents out there are going to be really shy about getting your face on camera. Maybe you just don't have the confidence or the looks or whatever it may be. I don't know what it might be, but maybe you just don't want to get in front of the camera. I know that a lot of people are shy when it comes to photos or especially video, and it can be a little bit weird to hear your own voice when you're on video like this. Trust me, you're going to get used to it, but let's just say that you want to start out and you don't want to put your face on camera. How do you get started in YouTube? Well, I'm going to show you some tactics here and talk about some different strategies that you can take to go out there and continue to grow your real estate business using YouTube, even if you don't want to get on camera just like this. Now, I do need to preface this video and say, look, you're going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage if you decide to do this. This is not something that I would recommend, and I highly recommend getting on video. People want to see my face, they want to hear my voice, and they want to know who I am, right? They want to know the mannerisms, they want to know what type of person I am. Remember, there's three things that people need in order to do business with you. They need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. It's much easier to build trust and for them to like you when they actually see who you are. So, although yes, they may be hearing your voice, they won't get the opportunity to really see you in most of these videos. So you are going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage, but it can still work. So I still think it's worth doing. I'm just going to give you some strategies here to how you can go out there and do this. Even though I do think you should build up to the point where you can get on camera. You know, the thing is, people don't really care if your videos are perfect, right? This video is not going to be perfect. I'm going to stutter. I'm going to have to swallow. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to blink weird. I'm going to look over here. The video is not going to be perfect, but people actually really appreciate that, right? I think you're probably connecting to this video a little bit more than you would something on TV, right? TV is so produced, and all of these YouTube videos that are massive and, you know, these big channels, they're so produced. They're so well put together, but it's a little bit hard to relate to that sometimes. If somebody's looking to move to your area specifically, they really need to relate to you, right? They want to know that you're their friend, that you're going to be there for them, that you're a real person, and that they can actually reach out and talk to you. So that's something that people need, is they need to be able to relate, and they need to know who it is. So if you don't have a perfect script, if you don't have a perfect voice, if you don't have the looks, if you don't, whatever it may be, whatever your excuse is, people don't really care. They actually really appreciate the authenticity more than anything. So just keep that in mind as you go through this journey. I do recommend you build up the confidence to get on video, and you will realize that people really actually appreciate that, and it's not as bad as you think. Even go back and watch some of my videos on my Living in Salt Lake City channel. Some of those very first videos are absolutely horrendous, right? The camera quality's crap, the audio quality's crap, my hair's all crazy, it's snowing outside, it's echoing. I mean, the video quality is just pretty terrible, but I still get thousands of views on those every single month, and they continue to bring in lead after lead after lead that wants to work with me. So that's the most important thing when we get into that. Now, let's talk a little bit about how to make videos if you don't want to be on camera. Well, if you're going to do this, you're going to need a better script. You're going to need really good audio. You're going to need good B-roll footage. You're going to need to show something on screen, right? Because although, of course, they're listening to the audio, a lot of people are also going to be watching the video, right? This is a video, not a podcast. So they're actually going to be watching what's on screen. So you're going to need some really good B-roll footage, and you're going to need to be consistent. Because people are not going to be able to see your face, they're not going to make that relation of what video is yours and what video is somebody else's. So you have to be consistent with this. And I recommend posting, you know, anywhere from probably 2 to 3 times per week if you're going to do this. Now, it's going to be a lot of work, like I said, but people need to know what your voice sounds like, and they need to know that you post on a consistent schedule. So let's talk a little bit about some more of these in depth. Now, number one, we talked about having a better script. You need to have a script, and you need to stay on track with that. If you're just going to be producing audio and then have something on the screen to show over it, you're going to need a really good script and something that's pleasing for people to listen to. It needs to be structured, and it needs to be organized in an efficient manner. So that's number one. Number two, you need to have good audio. I recommend getting a microphone like this. This is a Yeti microphone that plugs right into my camera. You can get them where they plug into the computer, or you could even use, you know, if you're going really simple, just get your iPhone or your Samsung or whatever, plug in your Apple headphones. You know, if you've got some good headphones, those actually have a pretty decent mic on them. So just make sure you're in a good room. You've got it soundproofed. You've got, you know, everything set up to where you're going to have good audio, because people need something to listen to that is actually pleasing, right? It kind of goes back to that first thing. If they're going to be listening to your video, They want to make sure that they can hear you loud and clear and get used to hearing your voice talking about that area. Now, you're also, for number 3, you're going to need some good B-roll footage. You're going to need to get some really good footage. Now, this could be footage that you film just walking around, you know, maybe Main Street, walking around a house, walking around a different area that you're talking about. This is something that could be really effective. You need to do something for this, right? You don't have to be on camera, but you might say, hey, look at this cool bridge here in Austin, Texas. You've got this building over here, that building over here. Now, over here on this west side, you're going to have this, you're going to have this on the east side, and then if you head up north, you've got this, right? That's the type of thing that people are looking for. So they want to know that. Now, if you don't want to be on camera, that's okay. You can just show that B-roll footage, which is footage that is not you talking, right? And then overlay the audio on top of that as a voiceover. So that's the third thing that you can have. Going back to the fourth one, which was consistency, like I said, you have to be consistent with this and you have to be posting at least 2 to 3 videos per week if you're going to do this strategy. In addition to that, I at least recommend that you try to film an intro or an outro for each of your videos. Now, this could even be just a generic intro or outro for those videos, but if you just film it once, you could put it on every single video and it's going to be consistent. It could be something like, hey, my name's Cody. I work here in this XYZ city. If you think about moving here, make sure to reach out to me. I would love to chat with you. This at least gives people the opportunity to see you on camera once and know what you actually look like. This is really important because if they're going to reach out to you on YouTube, they need to know who it is. You know, people think it's already kind of weird reaching out to me when I make these videos, but if they're going to reach out to me, they want to know who I am, what I look like, and kind of what I'm about. They want to know that I'm a real person. So I recommend, you know, at least filming an intro or an outro, even if it's just the same one every single video, that's going to be just fine. The other thing that I would highly recommend doing is getting a virtual assistant to help you with this process. It's going to be a lot of videos. You're going to need good B-roll footage and you're going to need a good script. So if you go through this process of making these videos every single week, I would recommend getting a virtual assistant to help you with that. I've partnered up with one of my good friends, Justin, who owns the company Sphere Rocket, who actually goes through this process of placing virtual assistants for real estate agents just like you. There's going to be a link in the description below to his website. Go over to his website, and if you decide to sign up for a VA, you are going to get the absolute best pricing when you put my name in as your referral. I'm going to get a little bit of kickback for that, but you're also going to get the best pricing on hiring a VA. So that's something I definitely recommend checking out because it's going to save you a lot of time throughout this process. I've also made some other videos on my channel talking about how to hire a VA and why you need to do that. So that'll be linked in the description below, or you can find it on my channel. Now, with all that said, guys, one last thing in the description that you need to check out down below is all of the tools, programs, and resources that I've used for my own real estate business to grow my YouTube channel. I've actually gone out there, built this YouTube channel, and for the year of 2021 have brought in over $250,000 in gross commission income, and I'm on track to do over $400,000 here in 2021 just from YouTube. So YouTube is a very powerful tool, and you're going to get all of that information in the description below. You can also check out some of the other videos here on my channel. I'd love for you to catch those, and let me know what questions you guys have. If you want to learn more about how to grow a channel or what videos to post or anything like that, reach out to me. My information's in the description below. You can shoot me an email and I will get back to you with some information on how to grow your YouTube channel. So all that said, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one.